So the Jason Momoa hit pieces, oh, they just keep on coming. As the media, they try to amp up and desperately cancel the man while cashing in. If you look at this headline here, for example, they talk about Jason Momoa looking disheveled. This is one of many pictures that they add to the article, too. You can see exactly what they're trying to say about him. Look at him. He's never going to carry a role again. This thing, it's done him in. While the star, who is worth $14 million, by the way, they managed to point that out time and again, he's living in an RV camper on his friend's front lawn. Here's the thing, though. Just like the article started by the Huffington Post insinuating Jason Momoa and Zoe Kravitz, they were now somehow linked romantically, this stuff, it can be disproven. Yeah, you and we're going to take this narrative apart today, and while we're doing that, I want you to ask yourself a question. Why exactly is the media doing this? And while you're asking that, who else could jump on that bandwagon? Who else might try to cancel the man? Because it looks like it's done very, very easily. Crazy times, huh? Crazy times indeed. Oh, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And as far as the cancellation of Jason Momoa is concerned, I noticed this coming together a few weeks ago. It started right here with the Huffington Post. This was repeated in dozens and dozens of articles, by the way, where you had Jason Momoa not so subtly insinuating that he was in a relationship with Zoe Kravitz. Why? Because he was nice to her. You know, stepfather, stepdaughter. He actually said, hey, I care about you. I'm proud of you. And they turned it into something nasty. And well, that hasn't stopped. And this, it continues into a brand new narrative. A narrative that is utilizing that divorce, by the way, because why let a tragedy go to waste? But again, look at the descriptors in this. Look at how they're trying to paint Jason Momoa. And I'm going to show you in just a moment that it's a bunch of hot garbage. But yeah, let's look at this first. Jason Momoa pictured looking disheveled. Again, that descriptor with a leading man. I mean, how exactly do you take that? You take that as cancellation while, quote unquote, living in a $750,000 camper van in friend's front yard after shock split from wife Lisa Bonet. Now, if you look at the way that they're putting this together, and we'll look at the article in just a second, but you'll notice, again, they bring up how much he's worth, because, of course, he's worth $15 million. He's living in a camper van. Obviously, there's something wrong. They tell you, though, hey, he was spotted emerging from that earlier this week. They're implying that this story, it's a brand new story. You know, this just popped off, right? Here's the problem, though. In the media, they are very, very aware of this. In fact, almost every one of them covered this story. Jason Momoa, well, he had to quarantine because of the beer bug. He ended up catching it during Aquaman 2. Guess where he went? Oh, he went to stay with a skateboarder. That's right. He didn't quarantine at home. See, in the articles from November, they mentioned the man being around his good friend. You know, his good friend that he's skateboarding with and on, Eric Ellington. Eric Ellington, guess where he lives? In Los Angeles. That's right. And you know what else they mentioned? They mentioned the fact that he's in the van that he actually utilizes typically when he's away filming on location. Those things, they seem to fit together, right? Listen to this here. So Jason Momoa is living in his camper van parked at his friend's Los Angeles home after announcing his shock divorce from wife Lisa Bonet this month. The Aquaman star, 42. They always have to tell you how much he's worth, how his age is in here too, who's worth $14 million, was spotted emerging from a $750,000 van earlier this week, looking disheveled with ripped clothing. You like that picture that they add to this too? Oh man, he's just a mess, right? Yeah, he's wearing around a t-shirt he feels really comfortable with. He has his glasses on as well. Can't have a leading man anymore, right? Oh, yeah. Anyway, continuing. Jason Momoa has reportedly parked the Ford RV, which he had previously used as accommodation while filming on location in a friend's front yard just miles away from the $3.5 million home he used to share with Lisa and the children. Jason was seen wearing a lilac t-shirt covered in rips as he went about his morning at a camper van, strolling around the yard with his assistant. He is staying at a friend's LA home. They tell you this multiple times. They don't tell you who the friend is, though. Close to the $3.5 million hillside home where Lisa and 2 children are still living. Then they tell you this right here. It is not known if he has officially moved out of the family home, aka all of this is conjecture. We just got a few pictures of this guy. He's coming out of a van, a van that he's been in for a while because he's been filming, a van that I'm sure that he used while quarantining as well. But hey, this guy, he's a wreck right here. Again, he's disheveled. We're going to tie everything that we can to his divorce right now. Why? Because, again, that makes him easy to write about, but it also makes him easy to cancel. Now, if that were the only lie being pointed Jason Momoa's way, I could probably overlook that. Say, hey, maybe this is sensationalism. Maybe that's tabloids being tabloids. But there are other headlines that are aimed his way too. And these type of things here, they're not just meant to get a few clicks. What they're meant to do is damage to a career. They're meant to cancel somebody. I mean, look at this type of narrative that's coming up. This came from the Huffington Post, by the way. It was trying to connect Zoe Kravitz romantically with Jason Momoa. And if you don't know about that, well, that would be stepfather and stepdaughter. And that stuff, it just doesn't fly. Again, trying to craft a hit piece. People, they caught on to this too. I wasn't alone in looking at it and thinking, what in the world are they trying? You can see one of the biggest comments right here. Why are you writing this with an obvious angle? You seem to very subtly imply there is more going on. Stop it. Loads of people seem to catch on to this, and quickly too. I mean, look at the comments here. These are the biggest ones. I read you the one with 2.6K, but why do I sense a gross, creepy, inappropriate angle to this headline? It's absolutely disgusting. You're trying to frame this man's support as well. You see it there, gushing. Come on. Why are you trying to start stuff? What's your play? People are bringing up Woody Allen and on in that framing because, again, they're creating this out of nothing. People call this out. They shut it down. But a lot of people, they think this is a singular. They think the other thing, that's somehow spot on. But when you look at this, lately, the media, they're taking aim at Jason Momoa. Again, it looks like they want to cancel the man. Why would they want to do that? Well, you tell me. I think this stuff, it has to be shut down quickly, too. And maybe, just maybe, people like Jason Momoa, they'll learn something in it. Like, I don't know, not to back false accusations from a certain Aquaman starlet. But then again, what do I know, right?